Teresa Bailey. I saw a YouTube video of Stacey Brooks and Jesse Prince demonstrating the training routines. I don't understand something I was hoping you could explain. I get the no blink, no twitch, or fidget, but when it came time for the TR routine where the questions were asked over and over, the question is asked, do birds fly? 5 out of 6 times the person answering says yes, but one time they said no, and the next time yes. But each time the person asking said thank you and kept asking the question. No right or wrong answer. What is the goal of that exercise? Awesome, Teresa. Thank you for this question. You are referring to training routine 3. And that the name of that drill is duplicative question. And the point of the drill is to train the person who's asking the question, do birds fly? Or alternately, they can ask, do fish swim? Over and over and over again. But the key to the drill, the thing that you're supposed to actually get, is to ask each question newly in its own unit of time, is how Hubbard describes it, as though no one had ever asked that question before in all of history. Each time you ask the question, it is as though all the earlier instances of you asking it didn't happen. So that's the point, is to put each command newly there, or each question newly there, because in Scientology, there are many, many, many of the auditing processes that are called repetitive processes, where you are being asked the same question over and over and over again. And if the auditor treats this as a slugfest marathon of, endless questioning, and himself comes off as bored, disinterested, not into it, oh God, I got to ask you this question again, then obviously the person who's, receiving the counseling, as they say, or the auditing, the pre-clear, is going to feel a little put out. It's going to feel like, well, you feel like this is a waste of time. Well, I think it's a waste of time too, amongst other things. And so the auditors are supposed to be trained so that they are sitting there, ready to rock, ready to roll, every question delivered newly and here in the present moment, not as a blur with the other questions. Okay, I'm sort of paraphrasing a lot of Hubbard here. I didn't look up the drill, but I've spent hundreds of hours on these things. So I think I still got most of the phrasing pretty memorized. Anyway, and this point, by the way, again, I didn't look this up either, but there is an issue that actually says this, because Hubbard clarified that the answer doesn't really matter. You can say yes, you can say no, you can say I don't know. Now, the thing is, though, that the answer has to be an answer. You can't say, do birds fly? And the person says refrigerator. And then the auditor would not say thank you. Okay, because that would be completely non sequitur. But if your answer, if the thing you say addresses, is a valid response to the question, then it's acceptable. So yes is acceptable, no is acceptable, I don't know is acceptable. Maybe is not really an answer. I mean, do they or don't they? Well, they might. It's not definitive enough to be an answer. At least normally how I ran my classroom, that wasn't how we dealt with that. So we wanted some kind of a definitive answer, but I don't know was acceptable because the person is literally like, they're not being coy. They're not sort of, guessing or throwing things around with, well, maybe, possibly, it could be. It's, hey, look, man, I just don't know the answer to the question. Hey, all right, good. Do birds fly? All right, and here comes the next question. So that's kind of how that goes. But the goal of the exercise, I think I've laid out for you.